Alright, let's fucking go. I said the F word already. Demonetized. Okay. Um, one of the things I love and hate about Classic is this. Just running through the world. Hide that UI and just take it all in. I mean, the world itself is awesome. Like, I love being out in it. And, you know, as much as I don't agree with people who just think the game shouldn't have evolved at all, and I don't necessarily have a problem with flying. I do think flying took a lot of life out of the world. And not just life, but like, you know, the feeling of being a part of it as opposed to being above it. And I'm not the first person to say this, but like in Classic and Vanilla, you are boots on the ground, or in the case of a stupid troll who can't wear stupid boots or doesn't show them, you know, you're in it. You're part of it. You're just some guy hoofing it on foot to the stupid crossroads to get the next flight path. And then, by the way, we're gonna run to Thunderbluff because we're gonna get RFC quests, and you know, might as well get some weapon training while we're over there. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think he has anything that he can teach me. But you know, the point is, we're in it. We're part of it. I got this red boar coming up here, and I can't just like fly over it. I can run around it, but I got to pass by this scorpion, and you know, it's a whole thing. I am going to turn my UI back on though, because I kind of get freaked out when I don't see it. Flying took that away, you know, and I think like the BC model and the Wrath model, and they've done versions of it all the way up until currently. Although now the situation is weird in retail because, like, you can get right in and do Sky Dragon.
I'll sign your recruitment
Dragon
letter,
riding, is that what it's called? Which, by the way, I hate. Like, it's great for flying long distance, but I hate it.
Darkthorn, Cursor Hyde is in charge there.
More annoying than
She's
good.
a nasty shaman who will talk your head in circles.
This is an add-on that talks to you. It like reads all the quests to you.
But I'm not so sure.
What's it
You'll
called?
just have to decide for yourself, pup.
It's called... Oh my god. Isn't this great content? Just like watching me look through my add-on list. It is called... voiceover. Yeah. So like, it's got a bunch of different voices from different races, and it reads you your quest text, or like the flavor text that they say after you're done with the quest and you're moving on. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, like dragon riding sucks, and if you like get into War Within right now, you can dragon ride, fly everywhere, but you can't fly on like your regular flying mount until you get whatever achievement. It's been like that for a little while, but I like the BC and the Wrath model. Like, BC was great because unless you were a druid, you had to get to 70 before you could fly, and that meant like you couldn't get to the TK instances because you had to fly there. Granted, there were ways around that, but you had to run through the world, and it was on your ground mount. But ground mounts are great. I love ground mounts. Like, ground mounts, I still think are some of the. Oh, I got a question mark over here. This must be my shaman quest. I love the ground mounts, man. And like some of my favorite mounts in my retail account, like I farmed Anzu forever, the Ravenlord mount. PvP mounts that I earned through grinding, not through. You can just buy them now, and it's fine.
Thurn sent you to me,
What's this guy want me to do?
Well then,
Bring the
Thurn
torch, a dormant
trusted,
flame.
So that must mean you're ready to take part of the next
Motherfucker in
Sapta,
Durotar.
the Sapta of Fire. I see it in your eyes already.
Do
The
I have a timer
burning
on this?
desire. You've tasted power, and now you're ready for more of it. Patience, adventurer.
No.
Remember what Earth taught you. Power and destruction will come easily, but you must still
Titsy
know
user.
when to stay your hand. You are powerful enough to wield the totem of
But
fire,
yeah, we're just running here.
that does not mean you are
And yeah,
ready.
it takes
Along the
forever,
South
but
Fury River in Durotar, before the Great Sea,
you just see a part of
lies
the
a
world
hidden
when you
trail
get
to
to
one
see
of
it.
the
And Burning
highest peaks
Crusade
in
was
the
like that,
land.
and
Find
you had
your
to
way
wait till
to
you
the
get to
top,
70.
and
And
you
if
shall
you were a
find one
druid,
of
you
our
could get
holy
flight form
shrines
at
watched
68,
over
and
by
that felt like a little
Telf-Julam, the
special
shrine
thing
of the dormant
for
flame.
druids. And I could be
Take
shortcutting
this
here, like
torch
we
to
could go
it.
this way,
It
but
marks that you attempt to tame fire. Return it to me aflame by the brazier
that
at
was
the
like a cool thing,
shrine,
because also
and I
you
will see you
basically
are given
screwed
the
if you play
totem
a
of
druid
fire.
in every other sense. So getting flight form 2 levels early was just like a nice thank you for sticking it out, playing your gimped ass class. Wrath, same thing. Like the Cold Weather Flying Tome, I didn't mind because you had to level up your main first, and then you could buy it, and it was expensive. And then, and back then, it mattered that gold was not nearly as abundant. But you had to go through, and they like put all this effort into designing these zones, and they're gorgeous, and experiencing on the ground is great. And yeah, it's a pain in the ass to like run for this long, uh, but it's great. You know, like look at you can watch the town approach. We're gonna turn off the UI again. Like, look at this versus flying in here. Look at this. We're running up to the gate. Hey guards, let us in. Thanks, bros. Appreciate it. We're in it. We're part of it. We're in the world of, well, you know. Ooh, I got question marks everywhere. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We are going to get the
My
flight
wing riders are
path.
trained to fly
Great.
quickly through the hot Baron's
We're
air.
gonna talk to this guy because this quest will take us to Thunderbluff,
flows from their waters, invigorating the
and
plants
it'll
and
also
beasts
get
that
us
drink
a
it,
pretty sweet
invigorating and
staff that
altering. There
does
is a
good
mushroom that
damage.
grows near these oases. Its
That's something that
spores
my
hold
rested XP
properties that
don't tell
we,
me.
the apothecaries of
JK, it
Lordaeron,
told me
find useful.
on 5
Bring
other
me these
characters.
spores and you will earn our
I'm also going
gratitude.
the wrong way. No, I'm not.
I
I'm good.
have need to
Okay.
send a crate of
Watch out for that
potions,
lion.
reagents, and other items to my
I
associates
love
in
the
the old
Barrens. The
world.
Barrens is
Little
like
time I have to actually see them to the
classic
dock at
in a
Ratchet,
nutshell.
and the
And
last caravan has already left.
Alliance does
If
not
you
have a
could,
zone
please
like
take
this.
this
Like
to
I
Wharf
played
Master
Alliance, I played
Disney.
Horde
He will
all the
ensure that it
way
is placed on the next
up
boat to
until
Blackwater
the
Cove.
classic re-release in 2019. And I mean, look at this. Metal is like just Barrens troll heaven. You know, back in 2004, it was all Chuck Norris jokes and where's Mad Crick's wife, and probably shit like this too. Uh, it's like your first taste at like you're gonna see some Alliance characters because of Ratchet, right? And you got that Alliance Outrunner or whatever patrol down in the South Barrens. I don't mind what they did in the Cataclysm revamp of the zone, like cutting it in half and giving a little bit more uh, division to it. But I love this zone is huge. It's huge. Look, it'd take us 6 days to like run all the way to RFK and RFD and be there forever. Down to Thousand Needles. Thousand Needles is such a wild place. The Horde zones are, I just love them. Like, oh, we leave this savanna grassland and we get to this oasis, this vernal, gorgeous oasis. I mean, come on. Like, the transition line between the two. Look at that. Got us a PvP. He is a question, so we are not going to fuck with him. Ugh, too many people here. I just want my mushrooms. I want my 4 mushrooms, and I'm going to get out of here. There's not a zone like this for the Alliance. And, like, I mean, no, I can't. Dusk? No, what's the place where the Night Elves go? Ashen? No, not in Ashendale. Where Aberdeen is. Oh, God, everybody's getting the mushrooms. Oh, fuck this guy. And that guy. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm gonna beat you to this one, so eat a dick. Darkshore. Uh, it's big, but it sucks, and like, I don't know, the flavor isn't the same. Crossroads is a great town. Barrens is a great zone. The only alliance leveling zone that I really like is Duskwood, just because it's all spooky and haunted, and there's a lot of undead there. And I like Silverpine, and I like Terrace Fall. I just like the Horde zones on balance so much better than the alliance, and then the Horde races have more character, I think, to them. I love a gnome, don't get me wrong, but Taurens running on the plains. You remember plains running? You don't remember this. Like, it was advertised as like one of their racials, one of the things that Taurens could do. Plains running faster on like open ground or something like that. I don't think that ever actually made it into the game, but would have been a cool idea. We got 2 more mushrooms to get. Well, I don't want to fight this guy for him, so we're gonna go this way. See what we got in this direction. I don't think I'm gonna make it to. Oh, jeez. I don't think I'm gonna make it to Thunderbluff. You're only level 13. I could deal with that. I just don't wanna. The madness of how long it takes things to spawn in Classic and how scarce some of the quest resources are is just so funny. Like, compared to retail where everything just like uber spawns all the time and everything is like group lootable, and I can pick the same flower that you do and everybody else does because we're all in our own little like quasi instanced version of the game, and that is just not what we're doing in Classic WoW. And I love it. I guess, am I Classic Andy? It might be. All right, I'm not going to make you watch me run around looking for mushrooms this whole time. So we're going to cut here, and we're going to pick back up when I'm back running toward Thunderbluff.